really not wanting this glare. Look at me.
I know, but it's recording.
Did we not look at that?
Heyo.
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 Heyo. I'm not Evie.
No, you're not. Welcome to the Walls Dungeon Tavern, and I'm James, and I am joined tonight by my incredible and lovely wife, Jennifer.
Hello.
And not
Tis
Evie,
I.
because
Nope.
Evie's on vacation
Evie
in
bailed.
Delaware.
We should kind of say vacation, right? I mean, we're not taking vacations right now.
It's a full...
But-
Right, that is true.
It
That
is
true.
a means to escape the house for 2 days out of the summer.
Which is great, because it means that we have time to work on the house. Because that's
Which
the week.
Yeah, I'm already tired of.
What's up,
House
Ron,
stuff.
Lex, Shannon? Oh man, we got a bunch of people joined us. Welcome.
Haha.
It is great to see you all. Ron, so just pretend I'm showing you my Delaware background in Zoom right now. Hey, Dev.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this seems very hot.
It's very hot tea. So the person who usually delivers this tea is now on with us.
Yes, tea delivery service is now.
So Jen, for those who may not
Part
know,
hostess.
how about you tell our viewers who you are and why you're an important gamer?
I am Jennifer. I guess on my Twitter I say matriarch of the Walls Gaming Clan or something to
And
that
of the
effect.
two of us, you are the industry professional.
But so I hear. I assist industry professionals.
You're not going to tell you what you do?
Oh no, I am. Sorry, I don't know how this works. I'm not a co-host. No, I am the customer support for Monte Games, and I have a little
Be
thank you,
awesome.
Evil.
No, thank you, evil shirt.
shirt on.
Which is funny, and this is like just to show that sometimes the gaming industry and game stores, there's still like some sexism we're battling when the two of us go into a game store.
This is true.
And Jen is the industry professional, and I'm just a white male nerd. And, essentially they will be focused on me even after Jen starts talking about, stuff.
Yeah, they don't touch
With the
me.
exception of Phantom Games in Pittsburgh, which is like the greatest game
They're
store.
cool. They know.
They're
Well,
the
they
great-
know me.
Yeah,
But
and they're the awesomest store ever.
no, back when we could actually go to stores, yes, you would be engaged in conversation, and I would be relegated to, oh, there's that
Hanger on.
woman with man who games.
So anywho,
Terrible.
but that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We're
Nope,
here to talk
moving
about masks and stuff, which will
And many things, yes.
and many things. This is going to be an interesting show. Evie wanted us to have her come in like Skyped, but we're not going to do that
Yeah,
because that's just
high tech.
that's hard.
I
Gaming,
love that we have our. Sorry, I'm interrupting you, but
No.
why do we have our hand sanitizer on display? This is
because
like-
our skull goblets have hand sanitizer in the middle. 'Cause we're in the middle of a effing
that's
pandemic
true.
right now,
We want to model good behavior
and the hand sanitizer is important.
for everyone that comes to our bar.
Yeah. On the gaming front, I finally played Fantasy Age this week. Voila. With the Shrubs, with Evie's group on Wednesday. We switched to Wednesday nights. And
Yes.
Jen gets to make a character in this so we can play with Cooper, with Cooper's Fox character, Ember. So Jen
I
gets...
really only have heard that I am making a character by overhearing that I'm making a character.
You're making
no
a
one's approached
character
me.
in Fantasy Age.
Good to know.
Hopefully so we can... I'm
Thank
hoping...
you for officially making that a thing, because it was hearsay. Up
It was
until this point.
hearsay?
Well, I heard people speaking about me playing in a game, but there was no mention of... There's no asking me to play. There was no asking me to make a character.
Oh. Well, make a character.
Yeah.
On your own.
So, thanks for that.
Nice. In lieu of Judge Evie presides, we don't really have any presiding. Let's see
I
here.
can preside.
You can preside?
I wouldn't have a very good answer.
Ron
but-
asked a question. Do you have them roll stats or use point buy? We're going to use that for Judge Evie presides, I guess. That's a question. Look at the timing, Ron. All right.
That means.
What?
I don't know what that means.
What do you mean?
That's a question for you, right?
Ron Blessing is a gaming
I understand that.
luminary and professional with Pinnacle, and you're one for MCG. So the two of you should have this question together. Just answer.
I don't know what that means.
Point Point buy is when you assign the stats because you have a pool to assign them from.
See, I play. I do not run.
And roll. You can roll them at random, and either one's okay in Fantasy Age. And for our game, we did point buy because I wanted to have there be a like an equality between the characters since they're so used to Dungeon Crawl Classics. I wanted to give them the experience of having to be able to create. I even gave them extra rolls on their like ancestry abilities. You know, they were an elf or dwarf. Just a roll on a table, let them roll a couple times and pick what they liked. So it was the non-DCC of Fantasy Age games. So there we go. There's a question. In the future, when Judge Evie is here, this is not her, you can ask questions to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com. And even if it's not a DCC question, that's her email address. You can send them there. So let's talk about geek fashion for a second.
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
Our show tonight is about masks and the importance of wearing masks and how many masks you can get that are great for nerds and gamers and where you can maybe find them.
They are everywhere, to be perfectly honest.
I think we should start
This is the only one of these that I have, though. Maybe we should start with this one.
No, let me actually start with the other mask. I think I need to show how to wear a mask. I'm going to use that mask to show how to wear a mask. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so look.
So this is Evie's favorite mask. I had to
all those of you
take this out of her drawer.
Who want to wear a mask, okay, let me show everyone the right way and the correct terminology is to don and doff your mask. And as a professional, doff a mask is to remove it.
Oh,
so, and as an industry professional, I'm going to discuss this, okay?
This is not the show when everyone sees how smart I am, apparently.
Here we go. So I'm going to put this mask on. Now, hopefully, this mask that I have here has been kept somewhere safe. And
like in a top drawer.
In the top drawer. If you're traveling, it's in your car maybe, but somewhere where you haven't touched it with dirty hands.
I recommend a Ziploc bag.
That would be fantastic. If you can have a pair of boxes in your car, one on your seat, one on the floor. The box on your seat's the clean, the box on the floor is the dirty, especially if you're using multiple masks. Don't reuse your masks, all right? So the correct way to put the mask on is to try to place it over. Now, this mask here has ear loops, and every mask is a bit different. Okay, some masks go on this way. This mask goes in this way. So you're gonna put it on both sides.
This is the most coveted possession in the house right now, I think.
And you know what? I think this is gonna be your screen cap. Okay. Now let's do this. All right. There we go. So now I put on my Adam Driver mask.
Oh, you're not wearing it properly.
No. And you know what? This is a Redbubble mask. A lot of our masks come from Redbubble.
Do you want to share some of the other ones?
We will in a second. But as you might see, as I talk, this mask is going down. Which is a problem.
Right. So
mask fitting is important. So I'm going to make this mask a bit tighter.
I will say that the Redbubble masks tend to be a little big. I think it's the straps.
And this mask here had... where did you acquire this, Jen?
Your mother.
My mom. So this is one
I said, hey, I saw this thing. Can you make it?
Yeah, so you may need to find a way, if your mask doesn't fit, to pull it closer to your head.
You're having a struggle.
How do I do this here? Now I have my masks for work are a little more professional. So
you have to really... this might take a while.
Wait, so with this one, with this thing, I can extend...
Have it on properly.
I can extend the length of the mask a little bit.
Yes, so if you have a larger face to cover, I don't know how else to put that.
This is a smaller face problem.
Redbubble is a great mask.
So, yeah, the Redbubbles are big. And note that I wanted to cover...
So it's perfect when you have the thing behind your head.
Yeah. I wanted to cover my nose and my mouth at all times.
And be just beautiful.
Yeah, and yes, it's a little weird to hear me talk this way, probably. Probably not a ton weird, but somewhat weird. But as you can see, the mask is covering my nose and my mouth. If the mask comes down, like this, put it back up.
Bad form.
Up of your nose. Try to, if you're going to lift your mask up, try to lift it at the sides.
Well, and better yet, you would have clean hands anytime you touch it.
Correct. Yeah, don't touch the mask unless your hands have been washed or sanitized, okay? You don't want it here. And I see
I
too many
think people
folks.
are enjoying this mask choice of yours.
Too many folks like this. Too many folks protecting their chin. This doesn't help you. Actually, the one thing is,
No,
if you
this
have
isn't-
virus on your neck somehow, if someone coughed in your
yeah.
neck, you have pulled the virus onto your
if you're
face.
trying to keep hair out of food and you have a beard, that would be appropriate. But that's not what we're trying to do.
Rob just shared a link to an Etsy shop. It's a great job with no glasses fogging. I'm going to actually copy that link, Rob, and I'm going to put that into the
Nice.
YouTube notes as well.
So, do you want to share some of the
Yeah.
Redbubble?
So the cool thing is there's so many kinds of masks you can wear. Like today, we went out today. Some of the masks we can't share today is I wore my Shadow of the Demon Lord mask that I got because Schwab Entertainment has a mask store. So that was pretty cool to wear that today. And then Jen wore a Monte Cook Games mask. So
Yes.
I was the Demon Lord and she was an apostate from Invisible Sun.
I was waiting for you to call it something weird, like you
No.
do, but bravo.
Shannon says Adam Driver is an improvement. That's great. I don't know what Dr. Moggs is showing there. It looks like 3 leprechauns.
Saying
So-
good luck on wearing your mask properly.
Yeah, well, let's. Where are these
Okay,
masks
so
from?
these are all Redbubble. So we just got an assortment of cute things. One thing that I've noticed is that if you're getting through Redbubble, getting an all-over print tends to help, but some of their quality control's a little off. I think
yeah.
it's just that they're making them so quickly. So it's just a cute little panda mask, but you could see like the edge isn't quite lined up here. Some white showing. This is another one of your favorites. If you'd like to show that off.
This is my Jackie Daytona mask.
Regular human vampire. Oh, bartender. Why did I say vampire? Jeez, again, not. This is not my best
Something
night.
to show with the mask I do want to say
We don't need
is
to put them all on.
but these masks are thin. So
Yes.
if you're
They
looking,
feel not so bad when they're on.
no,
but they are
in
thinner.
the summer, like this is a pretty good mask to have on if you think it's gonna be too hot not to wear one. And masks, there is something to be said about thicker masks. But if if the question is wearing this or wearing nothing, wear one of these. Or if you want to wear one in your car because you're picking up deliveries and you have your trunk open, there's people back there, you'll be a little more protected.
Yes.
You can have a mask on, and you're mostly protecting them from you. Obviously, again, the mask is not about protecting you from them, but them from you.
They do believe
But there
that
is
it is
some
helping
protection.
more.
There is some protection of you with this, as well. Not a lot,
but more.
but it's
vice
better
versa.
than nothing. Okay, and more importantly, the more you wear your masks, the more other people will feel comfortable wearing their masks because of you've heard of herd immunity. Well, there's like herd shaming as well. And if people see everyone's masked and they're not masked, they'll be thinking about it. So anyway.
Well, the more people wear masks, the
quicker
less
we're done with this. And we
have
can have
to
Gen
quarantine.
Con 2021.
Yes.
So this is Jackie Daytona.
I'd love to be able to go to a store again.
What else do we have? Oh, you're
We
stacking over there?
have, yes, cute little
This is for Cooper, right?
Minecraft dogs. We can go through these
Yeah.
pretty quickly. Of course, I had to get a bunch from MCG. We have the Strange.
That was at my request. Strange.
And then we have a bunch of these. So we have
No Thank You Evil Mask.
Evil 1. No Thank You Evil 2. Oh, the camera
That's the
backwards
rainbow
confuses
one.
me. This is another one.
We have Numenera.
And then Numenera. And that's all we have for Redbubble.
You'll see some masks have a pointy bit at the top where they'll point up. That's the part for your nose. Okay.
We have a few of those.
But
But
I also want to note that you may see masks that say like N95 respirators on them, N95 mask that you think's a regular dust mask. That is a full-on respirator. It may not, respirator doesn't mean it has to have the big tank on them, but that respirator there, that's more for a professional usage.
well, if you have a valve mask though, and you're trying to go to an amusement park or someplace like that, they probably will not let you in with that. They're saying no to that, and the neck gaiter as well.
Yeah.
One thing I think we should show is, so we have a mask that we got from Disney Store. The masks are very high quality. They're thick, they're nice, but they run terribly small. So this
Yeah.
is an adult medium.
These are really really cute masks, and you'll note they have the cool folds, and they're both thicker than the
feel
regular
good.
mask, and they're more durable. You can see they're stitched the whole way around.
The ear loops
But
aren't as
damn,
big.
I have a rather large head, but not a huge head, I don't think, and
That's a medium.
I cannot get it to my ears.
So this would be for a child. If you want to get the Disney Store masks, I would say large, extra large.
And I have an XL, right? And it's
We
still
have
larges.
We have larges
It's still
because
tight.
they did not actually offer an XL at
It's
first.
still tight. I have a Mickey Mouse face mask, and it's still tight, and my
Mm-hmm.
ears pull. And you don't want it uncomfortable. If you have to wear a mask for a while, you don't want it uncomfortable. Dr. Mogg says it's socially unacceptable for people to drink and drive because it can easily kill someone. The same with masks. Absolutely. Oh, this is one of those pointy nose ones I can talk about.
Now some of these are your mother made these, so
If you don't want to buy a mask, and early in the coronavirus, you could not get masks easily. So, Greg, you can have them made, and there's patterns online. And my mom's made some of the best masks out there that I've seen. A little thick, some of them. Some of them are going to be really great
There's
for the
two different
winter.
styles here.
But you'll see the pointy one here. The point goes on your nose.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
those
again,
are nice.
these
That's
are
a
nice.
nice pattern.
You have my one for work?
Nope.
It's not. The ones I
It has to
have
be
for work
washed.
that I'm assigned for work because I have to wear a mask.
They tie.
we all have to wear a mask at work, but because I'm in the cleaning industry, it ties, and that is my favorite mask to wear. It's thinner, but it's a cloth mask. We wash it when it ties. I can tie it down here and behind my head, and
Make it nice and snug.
It's a pretty nice. If you can get one, it's great. This is my
That's the other style.
my
that your
original,
mother
my
made.
OG mask here that I have. My first one my mom made me from the coronavirus. My first time out.
But it's flannel, so it's not necessarily the best for summer.
Yeah, this is a flannel mask, so it's very thick.
It's good for February, March, but
And I saw something today, or a couple days ago, in a I think it was at work reading something, and it showed how the virus itself, as it's passing through the air, it's being usually carried in a droplet of like snot or spit or saliva. So you're not trying to block this microscopic virus, perhaps, from going through the mask.
Right.
You're trying to block that material. Can I see my mask again? The last one?
which one? This one?
Yeah. So I showed donning the mask, all right? And just to be clear, when you're taking the mask off,
Again, yeah. From
when you're taking the mask off, and look, I can't even put it on.
Bad example.
I'm going to say this is my work mask. All right, when you're taking it off, you want to take it off at the ears, remove it, and put it where it's going to... If you're going to have to put it back on, do not touch the part that goes on your face.
Just fold it in.
You can fold it in half and then rest it, but then when you pick it up again, you want to pick it up at the ears, and you want to manipulate it at the ends if it's one of a mask like this. So you don't want to be moving this around. You don't want to be You don't want to be touching your face.
I feel like this is the moment of safety.
This is my moment of
Our-
safety. Every day for
our
work, I
program.
have to have a moment of safety. It's part of my company's safety culture. And I've done this one, a lot of times, but not with a Jackie Daytona mask, though.
No, that you should at some point. I think.
I have, floofed my hair out, though, prior to my work calls. My boss, doesn't want me going on camera. I have a pretty cool boss, but he's like, don't put the camera on. I'm like, all right. Oh.
Gotta tame it down a little bit.
Anyway, so that's masks. Greg is a good point, putting it on a coat rack. Rob is another good mask here. I will take that link also. I'll post some links. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you look below, I'm going to post some links to some masks. We'll put the Disney masks in there and stuff, maybe the Redbubble links, so you can find some masks. So that's our mask episode,
Well,
or part of it.
portion.
Let's go
We're not
into the...
done.
And
Sorry.
if there's a game you like, or a game company you like, or a design you like, go to Etsy or to Redbubble and look for it and see if it's out there, and see if you could represent your favorite game company. you know, that is if that makes you feel better and it, you know, makes you feel like you're able to just express yourself outside. You know, it's something that we can, I think it may feel weird now because we're just getting used to it. I think it feels a lot less weird now than it did a couple months ago because I'm so used to wearing them now outside.
I will say that I was very pleased at how many people were wearing masks when we picked up our groceries.
You're grocery shopping today. Well, grocery picking up today.
Yeah,
we don't actually go in the store.
Shop.
All right, so let's talk about our featured organization for good this week. So we get a little edgy here, and this week is the PDX, so Portland Protest Bail Fund. I'll have a link. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and then I will put a link in the show notes. And if you have seen, there is a lot going on in Portland right now, and there are folks that are out there and you know, protesting. It's been quite a bit of time of protesting. And, you know, I was thinking about this because, you know, I was asked a question when I posted a link for something else in somewhere online, and someone said that, you know, they're happy about raising money for people like the peaceful protesters, but not to those committing crimes. And to that I say, great. So let's give money to everyone so they can have their fair shot at court, which includes being innocent until proven guilty. Because a lot of people are going to be arrested who may just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and be, you know, there's a lot of chaos out there maybe in some of these instances when the authorities roll in, spraying everyone down, and they may grab the wrong person at that point. Because I've watched a lot of videos, and their entrance into a scene isn't always the most orderly for being as professional as they certain either media outlets or government officials like to say. So when they do that and they grab someone who's the wrong someone, they may have grabbed someone who was a peaceful protester. Now, if that protester can't miss work tomorrow or next week because they'll lose health care, lose whatever they're going to lose, they may plead guilty to get out of jail faster to some kind of lesser crime. That will follow them forever. So because maybe they can't afford bail. So, with that said, you know, until this country fixes its shoddy bail system, you know, this is a place that you can, it's just a GoFundMe. They've raised over like $1.2 million already, and give it a shot and go look at it. Again, I'm not saying give money to people who are committing crimes, you know, that shouldn't. I'm saying consider giving to an organization that's providing funds so everyone can have their chance in court fairly and equitably. So that is our featured organization for good this week. And for a Kickstarter shout out, I'm still waiting for Metal Weave Games' Baby Bestiary Kickstarter for their stuffed owlbear.
Yes, anytime now.
I will be posting the hell out of that.
That is one I watch constantly because, I mean, I don't watch a lot of Kickstarters, but stuffed animal sort of things, heck yes.
Yes. And then Dwarven Forge, the Wildlands starts on August 9th. It'll be a fun one to watch. I don't know. I really hope they do well. This is, I think, a tough year for these big dollar Kickstarters.
Should be.
So, you know, hopefully Stefan and the crew over there has a good shot at this. I know my Dwarven Forge I'll be bringing out next week, and we'll probably be doing some follow-up videos, me and Cooper, once we put all that together. Let's talk road crew shout-outs, and it is Gen Con week. It is weird because we're not at Gen Con, but
it's very bizarre.
Let's. I got some comments here. Oh, Ron says this is awesome, and 1.2 isn't that much for what it is. Keep it going. And Deb said bail fund isn't funding crime because the actual criminals are already in the system. That is it could be a good point there. So, but anyway, Gen Con week. Woo,
Huzzah! Weird feelings.
So since we have a Monte Cook Games professional here, and I have nothing else to talk about because I'm not doing anything on the books this week. Everything I'm running is going to be for friends. I played Shadow of the Demon Lord today. I have more. I have Fantasy Age on Wednesday. I think we're getting a chance to to demo. Me and Jen will be demoing or playtesting. It's demoing because it's not a playtest. It's out. I bought the pre-order for it. Pelgrane Presses. Oh crap!
Oh,
Why did I totally forgot what it's called? Something of the Serpentine. Is it Shadow of the Serpentine? Swords of the Serpentine.
Swords, I think.
Swords on the Serpentine?
Oh, boy.
Oh, crap. I totally forgot.
This is what happens when you don't put everything in your notes.
I know. Swords of the Serpentine. Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. But that's...
It is a struggle today.
We're tired. There's no kids here. It's weird.
Yeah. Staying up late and working on the house is too much.
And no, Greg, I didn't get any free RPG Day stuff. So we didn't go anywhere. But we're playing that on Friday. Me and you are playing that Friday with our friend Ray. And then Saturday, me and Jen are playing Fantasy Age with Cooper. And I might be running a game for the Shrubs again that day also. Maybe 2 Fantasy Age games back to back.
Okay.
And on Sunday, I conclude a 2-parter for my Demon Lord game. But none of that's official. So Jen,
yes.
Tell us about
James.
tell us about whatever you guys got going on right now.
So we have a number of games.
And by you mean Monte Cook Games.
Monte Cook Games has a number of games for Gen Con Online. Most of them are already sold out, which is great, actually. We weren't sure how this was all going to play out. It's really hard when it's the first time you're doing something to know if people are going to participate in these kind of online events. So it's cool that we're seeing that. If you want to spend time with me, the only time that will happen would be Thursday evening. We have a seminar. It's kind of our virtual version of Evening with MCG that we tend to do at Gen Con on Thursday night. And that would be, just so I don't set the wrong time, it is 8 p.m. Eastern. And it is a free event. All seminars are free. So heads up, if you want to go to a seminar and you register for Gen Con Online, they are free.
That's one.
But I do believe they have limits still.
Yeah, I think
on how many can attend, unless they are permitted to extend the number.
And someone has to be registered for Gen Con Online, is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So there's still some stuff out there. There's any other events that are open right now?
I think we have one Cypher System event open, and I think we have 2 events for Arcana of the Ancients. That's our 5e. Yes, this one doesn't probably show up as well. We have the deluxe version here because I believe we gifted our...
I gifted my copy.
Oh my goodness. See, I don't know which way to turn it. So we have the deluxe. But this is the deluxe version of Arcana of the Ancients, and so we're doing a 5e, Numenera 5e.
Can I see the other one?
Oh. This is also...
If you don't know what Arcana of the Ancients is, I mean, this is for 5th edition. It essentially is rules for doing like science fantasy in your 5e campaign. And then if you have Numenera books, but you really have a group that wants to play 5th edition, Beneath the Monolith is essentially it's a hardbound, but it's also a conversion, and it's a standalone product, but you can use this to convert. Or to play 5th edition Numenera. So, I mean, it really... And this stuff here is just as good. I mean, honestly, I think the production quality still of the MCG stuff, and I've said this since before Jennifer worked for MCG, but is as good, if not better, than what Wizards puts out. I mean, the books are absolutely gorgeous. The leatherbound is a really great book. Even though I'm not a 5e guy, I say don't play 5e.
No. But if you're into awesome. 5e and you want to try something different, this would be a great thing. Or if you're into Numenera and want to try 5e, I don't know.
We have some comments here. Let's see here. Okay, so Rob says Gen Con registration is free, and that's awesome. I didn't know that. I know that
you can't just hop into events.
You have to register
without registering.
But I didn't know it was
free.
Saying, right?
Oh,
I think to pay something. Since I wasn't going to do it, I just we just rolled our tickets into next year. Or you go because of MCJ, but I rolled my tickets into next year for me and the 2 eldest. And we're just going to go next year.
Right. Events, so games, things of that nature are $2, I believe, a person.
Your big dad got into a DCC adventure. So which game did you get into? So any DCC game is going to be awesome. But Dr. Mox says, oh my God, cool background DCC art. Thank you so much. These are my Classicos del Masmorio
Oh, way in the
poster
back,
boards.
right.
Wait, over there. And those poster boards are from. I won those
You
at
won
Gen
them.
Con 2015. So they're big poster boards. They're thick. There's actually quite a bit of DCC art in this room. Hard to tell, but behind me here are a pair
There's
of.
a lot that
There's two of these are original
see.
Doug Kovacs works. One was from the 4E Monster Manual Guide, and one something else Doug did. So there's quite a bit of DCC art in the room, but you just
Indeed.
can't see it from this side.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's true.
I have a YouTube video of the tour of the Dungeon Tavern. We have a bunch of updates being done right now. Like I don't want to show
That's
it. It's
our
a
week,
surprise.
right?
Yeah.
So stay tuned if you want to see an updated.
We have a
tavern.
special Walls Dungeon Tavern tavern sign.
right,
It's going
right,
to go right here. Like it's going to be hardwood, so that's cool. Because the whole hope is at the end of COVID, this will be a functioning game tavern room. And we call it the Dungeon Tavern because I couldn't decide if it was going to be a dungeon or a tavern. And it's just going to be
Why
both.
not both?
It's just both.
Right.
So, anyway.
Someday we will have people in this basement, which is why we bought the house.
But if you're watching on YouTube, you can go over to our to one of our previous videos done back in April. We do a tour of how things were at the time down here. So you're quite proud of this room. It is the whole reason we bought this house back in February.
Right.
Why
This was
I
the
bought this
selling
house
point.
was
Well,
this
yeah,
room.
for you, for sure.
Yeah. Let's see the comments here. Shannon says that the 5e book, the Arcana of the Ancient rocks so hard, and his players have already run into some Arcana, they just haven't realized it yet. That's pretty
Stealth
cool.
mode.
How it's like seamless. I think if you were gonna do, because I'm on this big like JRPG, Japanese RPG kick right now, like the Final Fantasy games and Octopath Traveler. I just finished Dragon Quest IX after like 9 years of playing it on my DS. And I think if you were going to try to run a Final Fantasy game, you know, having with 5e, just having this book here, the Arcana of the Ancients, has the ciphers. It has some pretty cool art in the front here. It's like a dragon fighting a orbital platform of the future. So if you wanted to like run Final Fantasy VIII, my favorite Final Fantasy, you know, Squall, the Gunblade, all that stuff, you could do that, I believe, with this book. It would help you run that kind of awesome JRPG 5e game. So that's my
My tea is getting cold so
thing.
fast.
All right, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm sorry,
That's
I guess I'm getting slow here. You're trying to say I'm talking too long?
No,
Am I running over?
It's very cold in this
I'm
basement.
trying to read comments. Dev says 5e rules, but Numenera setting will be great. 1-2 shot for your group. We'll pick that up. And Ron Blessing's looking for. He wants to pre-order. We are all
Do
mad
it.
here.
I
Can you
think
pre-order
it's
that?
up.
Is it
I think it's up. Yeah. And a free preview.
There you
as
go.
well.
That's the one that's about fairy tales
Yes.
for Cypher
That's it.
System.
Correct.
And Dev says, thanks for the recommendation on Darkest Dungeon. Awesome game. You're welcome. It's frustrating as hell, and I've never finished it because I've lost 2 really good like 3rd level parties, and I've got tons of hours into it, and damn, it's not depressing. And 8,
keep going
yeah, Final
off
Fantasy
screen.
8, Dr. Moggs. That's my favorite Final Fantasy.
I'm backwards.
I want my
Let me go
gunblade.
this way.
I just want my big giant gunblade sword.
What, that 5 foot tall?
No, the Buster. You can get a Buster sword at Forged Foam right now.
ridiculous.
It's 62 inches tall, and it's like supposed to be for LARPing and you like full contact. I don't want to be hit by a 62-inch full contact Buster sword. That's from Final Fantasy 7 though.
Cooper would nail you with
That's from
that.
Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 8 is the gunblade with Squall. You know, Squall Lionheart.
Yeah, we could pass on that one.
I have a I don't know if Jen realizes, I have a 12-inch by 11-inch like cut cover of the Final Fantasy VIII cover art coming to the room here.
I mean, that's fine.
You don't care, do you?
No, this is kind of your domain. I influence it a little bit with, my pillows for the couch.
Shannon, get me that link. I want to hear that. Send me that link to the Discord server. I want to see that, okay? Because I want that full model replica. That's awesome. All right. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here, and where to find us on Twitter? Well, I
We weren't gonna
am
show any
over.
art.
Do you want to? We're running out of time here. Do you want to? Do you want to show the other art we have?
Let's just show this cool piece because I'm super.
So the
jazzed
upstairs
about it.
room, the living room, and our dining room and our kitchen, which is all one big room, is a Disney themed area because we are Disney.
Mid-century modern Disney.
We are Disney fanatics, and we're also IKEA fanatics. So it's all Disney and
See if
IKEA.
I can-
think the only thing not IKEA down here is this bar, right? No, the table too.
Yes.
Because this bar is from what, Wayfair?
Wayfair, yeah, which is why it's not the best.
Which is why it's not a good bar.
It's fine, but it was flawed.
It was, but we got money off of it.
Correct, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
And it's a standalone bar.
Discount, right?
So Jen wants to show off our new art that came for our living room.
So we're kind of doing.
This is not the Dungeon Tavern.
We're kind of doing a haunted mansion, Polynesian sort of theme. So this is haunted mansion tiki room inspired, and we absolutely love it. If I can get it to show without the
got it.
glare. There we go. So we love it. It's Madame Leota and tiki room, and it's fantastic.
Bye, Ron. Ron's leaving.
And then
Ron, so you're gonna put this up and
look, a light up. Can't see that it's lit up. Oh my goodness.
no.
A light up pineapple.
See, like just sometimes it doesn't show up well.
You know, it is what it is. I thought it would be cool, but that's the only
Nope.
productive thing I've done today is frame this because I got a wicked paper cut.
We got to get back to being productive now.
And I called it a day.
All right, we're gonna wrap things up. To find us on line, you can find me and Evie at I Live for Crits on
Not
Twitter.
me.
And you where are you at on Twitter? Folks to find you on
And
Twitter.
I live for crits too.
TOO.
TOO. Also, not the number.
You can find us at Living for Crits on Instagram, and you can search Living for Crits on YouTube for a long catalog. And stay safe, stay healthy, stay together. And my outro ASMR. Do you have one?
Uh-oh. Do I?
Do you want to say an outro ASMR?
Gen Con Staycation.
All right. And my outro ASMR is gonna be wear a mask. All right. Bye.